Jamelia, a British-born UK R&B and pop artist and a TV personality with 3 studio albums, all in the top 40 in the UK. Jamelia is the recipient of 4 Mobile Awards and has been nominated for 9 Brit Awards. She was also the face and legs of Pretty Polly, a British brand that manufactures tights, stockings and legwear, and she also did a poster campaign for Reebok, an iconic sportswear brand, in 2004. Amongst her other achievements, Jamelia has also appeared on the cover of well-established magazines such as Cosmopolitan and Elle, and worked with top models such as Helena Christensen for brand name hairdressing brand Toni and Guy. In 2007, Jamelia was co-host at the Mobile Awards alongside Shaggy, a Jamaican-American artist. She has also walked the runway for Naomi Campbell's Fashion for Relief event, and she performed on stage for Nelson Mandela's World AIDS Day concert in December 2007, as well as for his 46664 concert and his 90th birthday celebrations. Jamelia released her own hair care line for ethnic hair care called Model Me, and in 2008, Jamelia presented a documentary for the BBC entitled Whose Hair Is It Anyway?, where she travelled the world looking into the hair extensions industry. Industry admirers who have admitted to fancying Jamelia include American R&B singer Usher, as well as American rapper, actor, TV producer 50 Cent. Jamelia's second album, entitled Drama, which was released in 2000 and featuring a collaboration with Jamaican dancehall artist Beenie Man on her track Money. The album was dedicated to her half-brother Tesrod Beckford, who was tragically killed in 1994. On the sleeve notes of the album, Jamelia left a tribute to her half-stepbrother Tesrod, which read, "Tesrod, miss you." Jamelia, who was 14 at the time of his death, said, "Not a day goes by that he is not in my thoughts. I was shattered by his death." She also stated that she wrote a song for him which she sang at Tesrod's funeral, but stated that she doesn't know if she'll ever be able to include the song on a future album because it was a personal thing, a family thing. This is the story of the death of 15-year-old Tesrod Beckford. Tesrod Beckford, born on the 12th of April 1978 to father Asher Beckford and mother Angela Powell, and he lived in the Ladywood area of Birmingham. On Monday the 7th of March 1994 at approximately 5:40 p.m, after an alleged dispute with another schoolboy over a girl, Tesrod turned up to Guild Close in Ladywood with a group of up to 10 teenagers, including the girl who was at the centre of the love rivalry. Tesrod went looking to fight his love rival. The trouble between the two school youths was said to have erupted earlier that day. On arrival at Guild Close at the entrance to a block of flats, a scuffle ensued, and the father of Tesrod's love rival, 34-year-old Avril Miller, a former toolmaker and youth club worker, seized a pair of handcuffs that Tesrod had brought to the fight to use as a weapon. Tesrod left, then began throwing missiles at Avril Miller's window. 2 other teens that were with 15-year-old Tesrod also had weapons. One had an axe, whilst another had a butcher's knife. Tesrod was carrying a kitchen knife, and witnesses said that he was shouting abuse. The father of Tesrod's love rival, 34-year-old Avril Miller, was said to have armed himself with a knife which he put in his pocket. According to eyewitnesses, Tesrod stabbed Avril first in the stomach several times. Avril's partner, Angela Davis, who was at the scene, said that Avril was just trying to act as a peacemaker, trying to calm Tesrod down, and got stabbed. Another eyewitness, neighbour Richard McCann, also said that Avril was trying to cool the situation down, but then he saw Avril collapse on the floor, clutching his side. Avril Miller was said to have then pulled the knife out, and during the tussle the two were now in, Avril managed to get hold of the knife and plunged the knife once into 15-year-old Tesrod's chest, the knife going through the heart and severing a major artery, causing 15-year-old Tesrod Beckford to bleed to death immediately in the entrance to the block of flats. After stabbing 15-year-old Tesrod Beckford to death, 34-year-old Avril Miller got up and put the murder weapon back in his kitchen. He then went back outside and lay on the floor, injured from the stab wound to his stomach. "15-year-old Tesrod was pronounced dead at the scene, whilst the father of the teenage love rival, Avril Miller, was taken to Dudley Road Hospital in Birmingham with serious stab wounds to the stomach, where his condition was said to be serious but stable, and he also needed life-saving surgery. 2 teenage boys were arrested and being quizzed by police, where the 15-year-old was charged with violent disorder and remanded into police custody, whilst the 14-year-old was charged with violent disorder and wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm. He was remanded into secure accommodation under the care of Birmingham Social Services. Both boys were refused bail. Upon leaving the hospital, 34-year-old Avril Miller was moved to a secret address outside the city, and he was also charged with violent disorder and remanded in custody for 1 week. During his police interview, Avril Miller declined to answer any questions. During the trial in May 1995 at Birmingham Crown Court, Avril Miller denied murder. The jury found Avril Miller not guilty of the charge of murder, but found him guilty of manslaughter on the basis of lack of intent. In passing sentence, the judge, Mr. Justice Smedley, said that he accepted that 34-year-old Avril Miller had been gravely provoked after 15-year-old Tesrod Beckford had turned up at his house bearing a grievance. Avril Miller was sentenced to 2 years in prison.